Hey Sasha, Steve here with AutoHitch.com, and I'm actually going to answer your question via video. This is something I'm going to start doing. Actually, you were the first one, so I'm going to start answering these forum questions for car buyers by way of a video, and also add in some written content there too. But I saw your question here. I got the alert for the question, and it is, what is the best website or app to sell my car? This is actually something I have discussed before, so I'm going to kind of move over into the blog. Now, this is my company, AutoHitch.com, so I'm kind of going to move into the blog right here, and I don't have all of our content up just yet. We were transferring, but I'm going to refer you to this article right here. Okay, so best methods for selling a car in Florida. Now, this particular section is going to apply pretty much to anybody in the United States, which is why I'm going to show it to you. You don't have to be in Florida for this to apply to you, okay? And I'm not really going to go over all this for you. I'm just going to answer your question. I'm completely honest. I'm just going to answer your question, okay? But when we go down to here, okay, I actually sold cars for a time by myself, okay, and I didn't do it as a big dealership with a massive lot, so I had to use a lot of the same tools, a lot of the same online tools and services that you would have to use if you're selling a car privately, okay? The first one that I always liked is CarGurus. Now, to a lot of people, this is new, but they've actually been around since about 2008 in the current business model that they're in now, and it's very good because you get to put I think it's still unlimited photos, and it's a lot of drop downs. It's just very easy to create a listing, and you can put as many photos in there as you want. I'm going to, of course, recommend put at least 30. I know that's a lot to take, even if it's with your phone, but take a ton of photos. If you want to know what kind of photos to take, go to a dealership's website. If you're on CarGurus, right, go to a dealership's listing for a used car. Look at all the photos they take, and that is literally the diagram you want to use for taking photos of a vehicle, and that's where you're going to want to take the photos. So if you see them take it on the dash, you see them take it on the armrest, you see them take it on the seat, you see them take it on spots where there might be some issues like a tear or a scratch or something, okay? That's what you want to do. So just follow that model. It's a very easy model to follow, okay? And these are the kind of things I talk about in this article. It may be good for you, it may not. Like I said, most of the stuff in here is just for general car buyers, but I'm in Florida, so obviously I target this to Floridians. Craigslist, you have to be careful with Craigslist, okay? If it's something you're kind of iffy about, dealing with shady people, just don't deal with it. You know, it's good for somebody who wants the phone to ring, right? The phone is going to ring, the text messages are gonna go off, and the email inbox is going to fill up. But if you're not one who wants to filter through the people who are just kind of wasting your time, there's a lot of dealers on here too. Side dealers, side flippers, people who aren't even licensed dealers, right? They just buy and flip cars on the side. What they'll do is they'll offer you $3,000 or $4,000 less than you want, and you know they'll make you feel bad about not taking it, and they'll say, "Oh, it's cash, so it must be a good deal." If you don't want to deal with that kind of people, with those kind of people, or maybe even the dangerous kind, just avoid it altogether. But if you're eager, if you want to get things rolling, if you want to fire up the phone, Craigslist is going to work for you. Okay. I think it's still free to sell as a private individual, so you should be good there as far as that. Okay, and CarGurus is also free too. All these options here are free, and these are my top three. Now, Facebook Marketplace, I'm not sure if you've used it to sell anything yet, but Facebook Marketplace has actually been very good. There was one time I actually did put a car up there around when I was selling my last few cars. I did put a car up there. This was probably about a year and a half ago, and I did get some decent calls on it. Okay, people are very trustworthy on there. So you think of Craigslist, you think of Let Go or OfferUp. Facebook is going to be a lot more trustworthy when it comes to people, you know, who are on there. It's hard to fake that Facebook profile, right? It's hard to fake a ton of friends and years of activity and all that posts. So you can be sure the people that are on there are real people. Okay, and they're out to actually buy your car. They're not a dealer, not doing anything like that. They're actually looking to buy your car because they need it for themselves. So those are my top three. If you want me to throw one more in there, I can. I would say Cars.com. It's a very obviously big website. It's going to get you some power, some exposure for your listing. The only problem is they only give you 5 pictures, I think. They still only give you 5 pictures for free. You're going to have to pay for a listing outside of that. I don't think, personally, AutoTrader or Cars.com, don't pay for those listings. Okay, they're not going to do anything for you paid. Don't pay for them. It's not worth it. You're going to get just as much with CarGurus, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. OfferUp and LetGo. OfferUp is doing all right with the cars, but you're going to get a lot of the Craigslist people on there too. So it's kind of the same boat there. If you want the safety, security, you want some honest people, you want some, that's where Car Gurus is going to be your best bet. Facebook's going to be your best bet. The other ones are going to get you more activity. And Cars.com, like I said, so it's a final, throw it in there. It's a really small, incomplete listing, but it's free and it's on a very powerful website. It's going to get you a lot of exposure with the real car buyers. Okay, so if you have any other questions outside of that, feel free to go to AutoHitch.com and just ask in any of the blogs. Really, even if it's a blog you don't article you don't want to necessarily read or doesn't pertain to you, just go into the comment section and say, hey, this is so and so from Quora, I had a question about whatever. Just go ahead and do that, and we'll get to those actually a lot quicker than we can on Quora. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and look forward to speaking with you. I hope you have a good car buying experience, okay?